Welcome to another episode of Diary of a Wannabe Comedian with me, Belle, a wannabe comedian. And it's year 5 in the Big Brother house. I really should stop trying to do accent, shouldn't I? Yes, I have been here 5 days. Can you believe that? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 5 days. And my little boy has taken up most of that time. Little Jeremy, he's quite a demanding chap considering he's so small. For attention, that is. And yeah, it's been really nice. It's actually a bit like a writing retreat. And that is the words of Martin Gooch. And I'll come on to that in a minute. But it's a bit like a writing retreat in that I bought a course in lockdown. And it's Jerry Corley's late night TV writing course. And I don't know why I bought it, but it appealed to me at the time. And I actually have paid for a lot of online courses and never done any of them. So I've reinvigorated all of the memberships of all of these, and I'm going to start working through them. And I have started with this late night TV writing. I was surprised actually how many writers they have on some of the American late night shows. I mean, some of them are like 20 odd writers. But then again, they have to fill 44 minutes a night quite often for 5 nights a week, some of these shows. So I kind of get that. I get why they have so many. The writing seems, I mean, I'm only very early on in the course, but the writing seems quite simple, really, to write that kind of joke structure. But I am struggling with some of the material. It's so misogynistic, some of the examples that he's giving. I'm just, you could not do that in the UK now. You could not teach a course and use that kind of material. I will, if I think of it, I'll try and pull some examples out and I'll tell you on Thursday the kind of thing that I'm coming across, which has really surprised me. And I don't know why the UK is so different. I'm kind of glad. I'm glad things are changing in that regard. I don't really like some of these gags, but there you are. I mean, they're all at the expense of women. And yeah, no, not cool. I quite like the fact that we don't do that here. I certainly wouldn't do it even if I was trying to write for a late night TV show in the US. But anyway, that's that. What else? Oh, I bought some acrylic pens because I was getting a real itch to do some art. So I've been doing quite a bit of that. And that's good fun. I love acrylic pens. I only discovered them. When did I discover them? This year? Back in last year? I love them. This year. It would have been a Schooler box. And because I bought one of their sale items, which was a Schooler box, and I absolutely love using them. They're just such fun. And so I've done that, and I have done lots of my animation. I'm working on a piece because we've got the election coming up on the 4th of July. So I'm working on a piece that I'm going to put out then. I'm trying to do lip syncing with it. It's Larry Lockdown. So he's my character that I created several years ago in lockdown, obviously. And he's not that relevant now, but, as a character, he's good enough to start with. And yeah, trying to do the lip syncing, not easy. And then this evening, early evening for me, early morning for him, I had a conversation with Martin Gooch. We finally connected on Zoom and we had a very long chat talking about you name it. We talked about so much. He's such an interesting character and he's done so much and he's met so many people. It's fascinating. I'll say something like, he was asking quite a bit about my comedy. So I was just mentioned I got pieces on Fibonacci sequence. I like to make comedy out of things that you wouldn't necessarily make comedy out of. And I mentioned the Dice Man. And then next minute he's talking about how he was involved in potentially a movie around that. And it's just, I don't know if it was exactly that, but it was a really interesting story. Anyway, really fascinating that you'd say something like that and then they come back with a story like that. I just found it amazing. So I had a jolly nice time, and because I actually have a sitcom idea, and he very kindly said that if I wrote it, he'd review it for me. Well, that was quite cool. He also said things like, think about how it would be shot. Would it be in a single room? Would it be single camera, kind of on location, single camera, or would it be in a studio where you have multiple cameras? Because that's a lot easier to get commissioned. So interesting. Just that little snippet made me think, oh yeah, I'd not even considered anything like that. As it happens, I don't think I would be thinking sort of in front of a live studio audience kind of thing. That's not really what I've got in mind. But I don't know. See. I just need to crack on and write it. Anyway, my order of work is to finish this Jerry Corley course. I then have one with the Writers Bureau, which I paid for. Now, let me think. That would have been the early 2000s. And they have a guarantee that it doesn't matter how long it takes you, they will honour the course. So, I mean, I paid 100 and something, in the early 2000s. And I haven't done a stick of work for it, and they have very kindly honoured it, but they did say that they are going to cease doing this course at the end of 2025, so I need to crack on and do it. So I'm going to do that, and then I've got quite a few meditation courses that I've signed up for as well. All in all, though, I'm very much enjoying this week here in Kent with nothing much to do, because it is forcing me to tick off some of these creative things, which is a good thing. And as Martin said, it's a bit like a writer's retreat, and it really is. Much love and gratitude.